So there's that feeling that the child has. Some kids will be sad. You cannot explain the sadness, but those words they had spoken to them, or they saw daddy shouting at mom or mom shouting back at daddy and calling them those words. They saw daddy and mom get physical, and the emotional impact on that child. You can find a child who is never happy. It's because they kept on hearing negative words at home, and the emotional impact on the child, the feelings are hurt. Why kids are committing suicide? It's because we already created in them that life is of no value. So we must check these words we're speaking to those kids. Are they creating an attitude that is deformed?
No, something has just come to my mind. You have made a child feel so inferior that they cannot speak in front of people or in front of fellow children or in class. But inside them they wish they could. So they run back to drugs to give them that to give them the need to speak.
Yes, the courage somehow, the
courage
boldness
to
yes.
That is how we destroy our children.
Because you suppressed something in them.
Yeah.
But that thing keeps on bubbling in
wanting to come out. But because of what you have done, it cannot just come out. They have to use something to push this to come out.
And if those kids then go find somebody else who is welcoming, somebody who is willing to give them an ear, they will listen to them even if whatever they are hearing is wrong. They just want love.
Yeah.
Just want to be accepted, to be embraced. Now, even the attitude towards church religion is created very early. The love for God. These are things that are created. The Bible talks of train a child when they are young, and when they grow up, they will not depart from that way. These are attitudes that must be created early. That God is good, that life is good, that it's possible to become great. No, you are great. The kid must be taught to believe that I'm great. I am strong. There's nothing that can overcome me. I'm a child of God. I'm loved of God. When they have that positive aspect of life, they are strengthened. You fueled them towards destiny. You have empowered them to make strides towards their destiny. So those attitudes and the feelings. Kids have feelings. They are developing stronger feelings, permanent memories. It's an age where the kids begin to create permanent memories. And you speak a word, that word will stick in their memory. And it may hurt how they behave towards people now or even later. So those are memories, those are attitudes, and those are also feelings.
There's something you have mentioned which is very important. The hurting ones. A child may look for love from any other place. And this is also where the essence of gayism.
Yes.
They go to the nearest place they will get love.
They are craving for love.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter who is giving them the love.
If they missed at home, they'll find it somewhere.
And so we start we start punishing children for things that we have
created.
Yes.
I was doing some counseling of a Form 3 student, and before I would talk to the kid, because he's given the parents a lot of trouble, the parents were very angry. But I felt, before I talk to the child, let me have a word with the parents.
Yeah.
So we talked, and in all the conversation, there was hardly a positive word
that the
parents spoke about the boy. So I said to them, you know what? No prayer can change your boy, and no counseling will change your boy. You must change how you talk to and about this boy. And when I had a private session with the boy asked me a question. Go and ask dad and mom, when was the last time they ever spoke anything positive about me? And we went there, and he said, when we got to talk to them, go and ask them, when was the last time they ever spoke anything positive about me? So now the same boy will go to a group, and they call him, bro, you're good looking, you're strong, you are this. They are affirming the boy. He will stick there. Daddy comes home, calls him, you are useless, you've wasted our money, you are trouble, we wish we never gave back to you. There's something they even said. The mother was saying, you know what, I think when I gave birth to this boy, I threw away the baby and kept the placenta. Is the mother saying, no, I actually threw away the baby and kept the placenta. And those are words being spoken by a mother. And I was saying, Mama, channel this pain into intercession for this boy. Because the greatness in this boy is what is being targeted. But you are partnering with the devil to destroy this child. So now what do? Begin talking positive things. The boy is craving for positive vibes.
And some of them craving for attention.
Yes.
That's why they get attention elsewhere, in things that are negative in the society.
Sure.
But because they are doing it so that people can notice them. Yeah.
So now, but we talked to the boy and I was surprised. The one they were talking of being a hardened, indisciplined boy, it's not actually hardened in discipline. It's a boy, by the time we were finishing the session, he was sobbing like a baby. You know, and we mapped up a program to just see how the boy would recover. The boy was actually just craving for attention.
Yeah.
He was craving for love.
For love.
Somebody who can hear him. The boy is growing up, he's having some experiences, but he wants somebody who can understand and walk with him that journey. So now, those words create emotions that can hurt the child. It's a word you speak to that child, it will not leave the mind. It will haunt the child. Then it may create attitudes. They'll become negative, they'll become defiant, they'll become resentful, you know, they'll become angered, no, just angry at everything. It's because of something that has been spoken to them, or they have heard mama speak things, daddy speak things, and they became angry. They're angry because of the way mom and dad keep on fighting and exchanging words. So that anger sits on them. Now when they go out, they're ever angry. It's an attitude created by the malfunction at home.
Yeah, they're forever angry. There's nothing that pleases them.
Nothing that pleases them.
Now, we may cut our conversation and do it. I know we are going to do a lot more conversations.
Yes.
We've talked about the negative words.
Yes.
Now, I also want us to mention a little about positive words, but still impacting negatively in behavior of a child. For example, the children who have been too much overpraised.
Yes.
Until they do not do anything positive for themselves.
They're not even overpraised.
No.
Because I don't believe there's something like being overpraised.
When you are just every time, oh mama, oh baba, you are climbing, you are crying, mama. What is that called?
It's just, it's improper training, because if a child messes, they need to be called out for it.
Yeah.
It is failure to administer discipline. If they do right, they need to be celebrated. If they do wrong, they need to be corrected.
And if you love your child so much that you...
God so loved that. God so loved the child. Probably what we need is the parents need to be trained on how to raise the children.
How to love the children.
How
sometimes even the beating is love, actually. Sometimes
the correction is love.
Love, yeah.
It's only that now we don't know when to correct, how to correct, and if we need to correct. Sometimes we do fail to correct when we needed to have corrected.
Yeah.
We don't know when to frown and when to smile. Because there are times when you need to frown at the child. They need to know this is wrong. There are times when you need to change the tone.
There are times when you need to give a look that speaks.
Yes. And there are times when they mess a little bit, you will pinch the ear and correct, make them admit to the mistake they have done. Then after that, return them in love. The correction experience should not end in tears. It must end with somebody having admitted the mistake they did, then being made to realize now, okay, I was not punishing you because I hate you. I wanted you to know the mistake and know if you do this, you get punishment for it. Then you're done with it. So I don't believe in overloving. Because for God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son. The limit of our love cannot actually be set. Love them, yes, but now put boundaries. You don't do this here. There should be repercussion, consequences for wrongdoing, which is a general principle through life.
Your love should be such that when this child goes out of the into the world,
yes,
they are able to operate in the world without, it should not impact their being able to relate to the world.
True. Your love must have correction in it.
Yeah.
Because God loves us so much that when we go astray, He actually disciplines us. So it's an erroneous love that seems to be giving everything, embracing all times, and not correcting. It's actually not love if a child is messing up and you are not correcting the child. The right scope of love is celebrating the child when they're doing right, encouraging the child to do what is right, and correcting the child when they are wrong.
And then again we are saying it is good to correct, but watch the words that you are using to correct.
Yes. There are 4 things maybe we could say in finishing for today. Our words, we could use positive words. 1, for instruction. Words could be used to instruct. This is the way you need to live. You need to make sure you are tidy. Instead of saying you are dressed like a thug, I should invest more in saying, you know, son, you need to be smart. You know, you need to put on good. You need to make sure you do your hair, do your teeth well, be clean. Use words to create a positive image of life for that child. Instructing. So words be used for instruction. Number 2, words be used for inspiration. They need to be inspired. There are times you tell the boy or the girl, you are great. Keep on speaking things to the kid that will spur up the potential in them to come out. Positive words to generate the giant within to come out. To see, don't tell them like hesabu ni ngumu. Mathematics hard. At the age of 6, you're already making the boy to feel and fear mathematics and sciences. No, if they say this thing is hard, tell them there's nothing hard. There is nothing hard. Create the possibility mindset in them at that young age. Expose them to things. Let them hear positive things. Do not create barriers and walls in their heads. Break any walls of negativity in their minds early enough. They should not come home and say, I tried running and I could not finish it, so I think I can't run. No, tell them, no, you can run. You can become the first one. Keep on creating that inspiring positivity in them. First, instruction. Second, inspiration. 3, correction. Words be used for correction. If they are wrong, call them. Say, this is wrong. Let them even confess. If you do this, what will happen? Daddy will take me to the bedroom and they will pinch me. Why? Because I have done wrong. So it settles in them that if I do wrong, Daddy will take me to the bedroom, he will pinch me because I have done wrong. So they understand why they are being corrected. Then finally, for affirmation. That, you are okay. People do body shaming. They'll look at the kid and say, when you can or not. You're just eating and you're just growing fat. You're just, look at yourself. All these, you are too tall, you are too fat, you are too this. And those words, they destroy the self-image and self-esteem.
Yeah.
So affirm them. Tell them you are beautiful. Tell them you are smart. Tell them you are good. You are strong. You are wise. You are smart. Affirm them. So we use words positively. Instruction. Use those words for correction. Use those words for inspiring. And use those words also for doing what? Affirming those kids.
Thank you so much, Pastor Dennis.
Yes.
This is wonderful. This is deep. This is something that we will go we'll continue this conversation. Thank you so much for watching this episode. And we started by saying that the originator of words had the purpose that words will build.
You're right.
Will create. So be careful in the way you are using words so that it creates, it builds, affirms. Be positive.
You're right.
Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, please remember to subscribe, to like, to share.